Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for this reading. I think I've got that the right way. Alright, let's see where Spirit is taking us here. Okay, so we have the Strength card coming straight through. You know, always when we get very deep, meaningful messages in the cards, I always see the Strength card, and I feel like that's a really good sign, because when I see the Strength card, I feel like for many of you, you're actually addressing what it is you need to be addressing. So, for example, if it was that you had, a low confidence, then you're starting to become aware of how your confidence is affecting what you're doing and where you're going. If it is that you can't get the job you want, if it is that you can't get the love you want, that type of thing. You're starting to understand some sort of connection with your own vibration and how you put yourself out to the world. Now, it can be that you're getting relationships, but you're not getting the type of relationships you want. And that means your vibration is not matching what you're asking for. Whatever this is here, you're working on it with the Strength card. For me, the Strength card is really getting into your dark side, really getting into that shadow side of yourself, really starting to see what you need to work on to improve. So, you know, it's really funny because for many, many years I did a lot of work, but I didn't really get deep. I never really understood what it was, and I tried to keep working on it at surface level. So I read a lot of books, I did a lot of study, but I never really got to the core of the problem. I never really understood. But I knew I kept still repeating the patterns that I was repeating before. So I knew I wasn't really getting in there and deep. And there was a time where I started to understand that you have to go deep. If you want to resolve your issues, you have to go deep. If you want to just sort of go along and just the way you've been going and always have what you've been having, then that's fine. You accept that and you move through it. But whatever you're doing here with this Strength card, I feel like you're addressing something because it's finally being brought to your attention. Now, I do have the Death card coming through here too, and it's so beautiful in this deck. And that brings in positive change. It brings in change at any level, really, the Death card. It's really saying that change is necessary now. You know, it's about doing away with the old and moving towards the new. And with the Strength card, we have two major arcanas. So there's something really big coming around now that's going to impact you and maybe show some sort of side of yourself that perhaps you've never addressed. Now, I remember somebody saying to me not long ago, I've done so much work on myself, and I don't want to do it anymore. And I was like, that's fine. I mean, you can stay where you are. That is not an issue or problem. We only dive deep because we want to resolve something for ourselves. But it never ends. It's just like peeling an onion. You peel back one layer and then you discover other things about yourself that maybe you don't understand. It may be that you are aiming for something better within yourself here. But definitely with the Death card, it's almost like you've got a brand new beginning. All right, let me just have a feel out of this energy. There's a feeling here that you are resolving something around yourself. Are you scared of speaking up or fighting for something? Is it that you don't want your voice to be heard because you fear conflict? Because what I'm feeling here with this Ace of Wands and then the Seven of Wands is there's a change over how you see yourself in the world. So, some of us recoil from conflict, or we avoid conflict because it scares us. But often once we make up our mind to front the conflict, it sort of goes somehow because your energy changes. And I feel like here I'm speaking to people who are really scared to show that side of themselves. They're fearful that if they speak up or they raise their voice or they stand up for themselves, that somehow or another that's going to break their world. This is to me that many of you here have had some sort of influence as a child over being able to speak up for yourself or express yourself. And I feel like here there's a brand new beginning coming in relation to this. You really are working hard on something here. Page of Cups coming through and the Fool card. Okay, so it's a brand new beginning with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands and that Seven of Wands say to me there's a new beginning around how you'll see yourself in the world. You may start to feel that you want to stand up for yourself and you're happy to face the conflict. Ask yourself, what is it about the conflict that frightens me? If it's that you're frightened for your safety, then that's probably a good reason to sort of back off and do things differently. But if you're scared of speaking up for yourself because you don't want to be viewed badly or you're worried about how you're being seen, don't do that. Speak up, speak your piece. Because I feel like here there's a brand new beginning coming for you because you're starting to understand that you've been holding back for so long and keeping your power small, keeping yourself small. And there's a real change in that. So sometimes what we do is we just swallow it down and we move through it. So, somebody can treat us really badly and we figure if we don't say anything that the conflict will somehow go away, and it doesn't. It actually perpetuates it. So if you're in a situation with somebody where you keep backing down, it gives the other person the power. That's why when people blackmail and people pay them off, the blackmailer just keeps coming back for more. Because they know that that blackmail is having an effect. And the effect is that you're becoming more vulnerable and more easy to manipulate. So they keep doing it. So if you've got someone who's manipulating you or maybe encouraging you to do things that you don't want to do or pressuring you into doing things you don't want to do, then I feel like you have to stand up for yourself. All right, let's have a look and see what's going on. Very strong message here. And I could stop the reading here. We have the Magician. So you've got the Fool coming through, which is the beginning of the journey, the Magician coming through, which is the next step. The universe saying to you, do you not realize that you have everything you need? What are you looking for if you're hiding away from being who you are meant to be? Why are you hiding in the corner? Because you actually have all the tools that you need at your discretion. That means you have the passion, the words, the communication, the love, the money, whatever it is for you, you have what you need to make something happen here. So why are you holding back? All right, let's have a look and see where we're going with this. I feel like these readings the last few days have been very much about that. There's the Devil card again. So major arcana's coming thick and fast. I mean, this has been coming through a lot lately. The Devil energy can talk of ego, toxicity, narcissism, anything taken to extremes, addiction. Maybe you're not realizing how strong you are up against this energy. Maybe you see this energy as frightening, scary, and you are not ready to move towards it or to do something about it. It's not because you don't have the tools here. It's because you don't believe you have the tools to do something. So you're stuck in this energy here. What is this? What is this Devil energy? All right, I have the Judgment card. So we now have 3 major arcanas on the table. Oh, and the Emperor. Holy dooly, all major arcanas here. And that's why I said I feel like this last few days the readings have been so powerful. I've had to take a break after a couple of them because they've been so incredibly powerful. You have some sort of energy here with the Emperor and the Judgment card of something being brought around again for you to deal with. So let me tell you, if you don't deal with it the first time around and you lay low or you pay someone out or give them what they want, they're going to keep coming back around here. Because they're achieving something here, because you're giving into it. So sometimes this could be a repeating relationship. So you may be dealing with someone you've had a long-term relationship with, but you keep repeating the pattern and they keep coming back in because they're getting what they want. But somehow or another you're getting what you want as well. Even if it's not making you happy, even if you're accepting this behavior here, you're doing it to satisfy something within yourself, even if that is satisfying your fear of conflict. but you keep going round in the pattern. And I feel like somehow with this Emperor here, it's this energy of needing someone in your life, or needing this energy, because you're accepting something back again here, something that was more likely toxic here. But the Magician's saying to me, this time around, you're going to be different with this. All right, look, the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. I'm almost Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this person is an Aries, Capricorn. For others of you here, there is actually quite a lot of Capricorn energy here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here as well. There's a decision you're needing to make this time around. But have you changed enough within yourself to realize the power you have in this situation? Because you actually hold all the power here. I feel like for some of you, this could be somebody that's repeating a relationship with you. It could be a father figure, or it could be somebody here that you've had a long-standing relationship with. But they keep coming around, and they're going to keep doing that because they keep getting what they want. You're not resolving this because of your fear of conflict, or your fear of being alone, or your fear of not being able to be strong. All right, we have the Ten of Wands. There's a completion here. Knight of Pentacles. Again, I'm feeling this energy of coming up all the time this last week or so, where people are dealing with toxic situations because they don't know how to use their power to stop something or to finish something. Five of Wands coming through with the Three of Pentacles. You have the power here. There is something that is part of your soul contract here. And it's like you've got something coming around again that you let control you, take over you, whatever it was the first time around. But I see a change coming with the Wheel of Fortune. And I see you making a decision this time around to do things very differently. This has been coming up a lot. It is part of your soul contract. So even though you may go backwards and forwards with it all the time, I feel like this time around you are ready to use those tools. There's a really strong feeling here of you busting out and doing something this time. I feel like you've been sitting on the fence about this for a really long time. You know, when somebody comes in that's toxic and they start to woo you again and love bomb you and make promises, you think this time around it's going to be different. But how many times around have you been promised that? This time around, I feel like you've got the power. So if you've got somebody coming around, this person may be married to somebody else here as well. But whatever this is, it looks like it's been going on for a while. But this time, this Three of Pentacles here tells me you're realizing that you have the power to do something. All right, let's have a look. So we have the Strength card coming through. So you're recognizing that with the Strength card. We have a lot of major arcanas. Death card coming through here. Ace of Wands. I feel like here I'm definitely talking about you learning how to wield your power. You learning how powerful you actually are. But you've been so fearful up until now because this person's got you in some sort of toxic energy where you are feeling like somehow or another you can't either do without them, or you're accepting poor behavior or bad behavior here because you don't know how to get yourself away from it. Now, don't forget, some of this could be a parent, it could be a friend, it could be somebody around you. It feels like to me, for many of you, this is a romantic relationship, but I'm not seeing any cups here. So for me, there is no real love, but maybe you're thinking or feeling that you love this person rather than you're attached to this person, and there's a big difference. But there's a definite change of heart. All right, let's have a look at the energy oracle cards with this one. Oh, don't you hate it when something gets stuck to the bench and you can't pick it up? My desk is really slippery, and I feel like somehow or another the garden and the gate is there. I'm going to have a look at that, but I'll pull another card for this reading. Oh, and I don't need to. I've got the victory card just flipped out on me. I bet you saw that. Okay. So somehow or another, this time around, you're doing things differently and it's going to work. All right. Whatever this is, you're going to feel victorious. So if you're getting rid of somebody toxic, I see you recognizing how to walk away, even though it's causing conflict for you. And it may be a slow process. It may be something that you are sort of slowly closing out. But I feel like with that garden and the gate, you are definitely putting an end to something here. All right. This is about success and achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on the way and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may be still inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. I'm just going to read the garden and the gate too, because I have a feeling that's going to have a little bit of a story for you as well. This is about abundant prosperity and staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colourful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked while the girl works a key on a chain around her neck. The card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be lots of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware, the choice to stay in the seemingly security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So this is sort of about accepting the situation you're in and feeling that's all you need without actually realizing that it's only satisfying a small portion of yourself. But you may be scared to go outside the gate there. I mean, you're wearing the key, so you know that that's possible. You know that, you have the capacity to move beyond this. But are you tying yourself to something, a situation, or a way of being, doing whatever, not realizing how much more potential you have with that magician card there? I'll leave you with that. I feel like that's another very deep reading. Thank you.